Another day, another video, another thing I forgot to mention in the last video. You like my rhymes? You like my rhymes? No? So the two things I forgot to mention in the last video. So 12W49A. I think I did this in the last video, but this is fixed. So the water is fixed, so you can absolutely go against the current of the water. So that's the thing. You can go up again. So that was just like a one snapshot thingy. And then what we have as well is a new feature, being able to enchant books. So get rid of these. So we go over here and right click and we can enchant the books. We have protection 3, fire aspect 2, power 4, awaken 3, efficiency 3, one more, life protection 4. Okay, so basically we can enchant books now. Now here's the thing, with these enchanted books, I think it's an oversight. You can enchant any item using these books. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to put a water bucket here and I'm gonna give it fire aspect. And I'm going to call it, we're going to call it hot soup. We're going to give knockback to feather, call it tickling feather. Tickling feather. Tickling feather. And then I'm gonna put a stick with knockback. I'm gonna call this wooden spoon. Has to be capital. Wooden spoon. I need to find some test subjects. Cows. So let's try this on cows. Okay. So we're going to get the fire aspect. Okay. The cow. Hit the cow. Boom. And we get some leather and some beef. Yummy. Okay, we have knockback 2. And then we have sharpness 3. 1, 2. Wait, what? 1, 2. So anyway, I'm going to do a couple more of these, but I'm going to do that later because I can't really remember what I should do with it. What I should call each item. Whoa, I just jumped into a chest. Last episode there was a bug where the game crashed if I go here. It has now been fixed. And oh yeah, and the zombie that was here, the zombie villager, he disappeared. He's gone. I think that's because I accidentally put the game on peaceful and he got despawned. So next up, I'm going to show you a time lapse for me building the extension of a village. What we need to do is I need to put in my building permit so I can finally start building the village, and the one that I haven't done a long time. Put the building permit right here. Fuck out of it. So I'm gonna light up the area even more, and then once the sun comes down, that's when the time lapse is going to begin. So until then, enjoy the time lapse and see you later. Oh, hi there. Haven't seen you in a while. It has been 6 months. It has been 6 months since the time lapse that I created. Yeah. Hopefully the next episode won't take that long. I had a bunch of unfortunate situations. I mean, it took me 3 months, to get a hard drive because I keep had to go back and forth with customer service. They sent me a bad hard drive and it took a long time. The expansion has been built, so we start from here. So we have this little like some kind of like a pool or something. I don't know what it would be called, but I do kind of think maybe putting gloves on here and just making these um normal fence. But I think I'm gonna do a similar one in the next page, which we are behind the schedule. We're going to be leaving this place, so this is the final expansion in no more building, nothing more, nothing new. This is the final expansion, and therefore we are soon going to be moving bases, and that's gonna be in 1.5. I don't know exactly which version we're gonna be moving, since there's still a couple of more snapshots that have interesting stuff or some kind of stuff going on. Yeah, so we have this house. I tried to make every house like very unique, and yeah, some of them look like absolute jack shit, but I do also want to mention that there's more stuff being built that I haven't showed at the time lapse. I wanted to do it in a time lapse, but unfortunately, no space, and that resulted in me having to wait for 2 or 3 months for that. So I decided to just do it on my own time. So we have this little shop. What's up there? What's it called? I did show it up in a time lapse, but I built it like I think I finished 4 months ago. Hold on a second. But yeah, so this is gonna be like some kind of a shop. I think it's called Pillar Mat. So weapon black, will smith, weapon smith, blacksmith, will smith. To try to, so this is basically a blacksmith, weaponsmith. That's probably not a real profession, but that's kind of the whole point of it. But regardless, let's go with this one. This one's like a little bit of like a hermit house, kind of like an old house. House of smart people, eh? Um, Pretty much it. Again, there's nothing gonna be inside of them. You don't really need to go in. I need to right back here when the sun, when the sun is sunning on the other side. Next time we have one way at Matador, Kaufland, which is one of the shops in Europe. And yeah, it's really shit. Cause I really didn't know what to put for the floors and stuff. Don't judge me. I was able to make shelves. But obviously, you can't put jack shit in it. So yeah, that's kind of it. There's a little trap here so I can go outside. I didn't really plan this. I built like the exterior, but yeah, we have tails. We have like vests and stuff. There's the little scanning thing. Let's go this way. So this is the parking into this place. This is one-way parking. I suppose two-way because there's the exit. Yeah, trust me, there's no cars here. There's no way you could get cars in here. Then we have these little houses. These apartment complexes. And I built a dam. Damn! Spawn-proof my base. And so I had to build cobblestone walls. And so what I did is I basically said, why not just build a dam? And I tried to make it like very like spherical. That's why it's kind of like this. It's not a big spear. I mean, it's not really spherical. Block it off because mobs are gonna spawn on the islands and stuff. So I can't just have river free of access. So it has to be blocked off. So I built it down. So anyway, yeah, I didn't want to build like a straight line. It just didn't really look good, so I decided to do it like this. I have a couple of villages. I think there's like 4 of them. And I need to put them in one of those, each one of them in one of those houses. There is 3 of them. Yeah, so one for each house. when you have like a forever world, like this world, you don't want to rush things, but like it gets boring when there's really nothing more you can do. That's why we're moving to the next update because this next update has something to do, which is Western Overhaul. We're gonna have a bunch of new Western stuff. That's gonna be the theme of the next page. So again, the purpose of this is to be a better Minecraft player and to kind of play the game properly because I never really did. It was always like I kind of played it like any other game where you just kind of play the game, you beat it, or you do a certain achievements and that's kind of it. So this will be the first one when I do it legit, like properly, legitimately, without any like external help. I know where the end portals are. Since I started this world before them, I did have to check if I went through all the chunks where it would spawn on this current seed. And luckily, some of them yes, oh, but not all of them. I think like two chunks where the end portal will spawn, but one of them I haven't yet. Or rather, I have, but only after they were added. So it's fine. Kind of gave me the purpose, but once I finished the Ender Dragon, that was it. In this world, when I started playing it, so like in beta, it was such a different game to the point where I, finally enjoyed the game. That's the whole kind of point of this forever world. I always want to come back to it, but I kind of want to do it every week. I want to make episodes every week because I want to have, progress. I want to play this game to a fullest extent. So that's kind of the purpose of this, and fortunately, I can't really do that. 64 and 63 cobblestone walls. Alright. Now, what I need to go is I need to get some rails and need to get minecarts so I can get these villagers into their houses. Okay, so we are right where the villages are. At least the first one, at least the third one. Nope. Also, how did I go from 1 to 3? What the fuck? First one, that's the second one. Get the third one, get the third one, get in! Okay, so all three of them I need. I need it to be one by one since I don't have some kind of automated way of doing this and getting the minecarts back because I don't want them in minecarts. I want them I want them in houses free. How the fuck did I know what? The game wouldn't tell me to say. Hopefully this time you ain't gonna mess up. No! Why are you dying so quickly? Why do you have such speed? Stop. This game is weird. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Place where you belong. Point. Come on. I know you can do it. Okay, so two things more that I need to show to you. So we have enchanted items. As you remember previously, I have hot soup, chicken feather, and wooden spoon, but I have made more. We have hot caca, peanut, and frozen butter, along with wig makers. None away from that, we have something I made today just before recording. I made this cake is sweet It has smite 4 on it. Basically, the cake is so sweet. It smites you with it. We have, I'm not gonna say this because I'm not sure they're gonna be problems, but Infinity 1, it's very long. We have my big boner, breaking 3, it's very hard to break it. We have constipated shit bells, projectile protection 4. It protects you from water splashes. And we have I can't do the voice right now, but yeah, gives you respiration treat. And the last thing I want to show you, hopefully I didn't do this before. Let me make sure if it works. Don't worry about this, don't worry about that. All I gotta do is press the button. Go, go, go. Let's do this at night. Let's see if it looks better. So I could get a little bit more closer, but I'm not sure where I could without having to add unnecessary stuff. Get back. Unnecessary stuff. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, the other one is too far away. Anyway, that's it. That's it for this episode. Hope you liked it. I hope you like me in the dark as well. Pretty nice. Anyway, that's it for today's episode. Hope you like it. Hopefully next episode will be quicker. Anyway, that's it for today's episode. See you later. Bye bye.